everyone, I am Charmaine Brown and I am blessed to be here with you. Impact Gospel Radio. The program is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, where we look at everything and anything that can cause us mental health, cause us issues in our mentality and overall. I am a talker, as my producer said, so I was coming on and laughing because Safety was looking at me like in that surprise thing, like, what is she going to do now? It's nice to be here every Monday at 6:30 Central Daytime, 7:30 Eastern Daytime, where we talk, we chit chat, we look at things. I tell you things about my life that might not be good for some people, but when you talk about your life, no one can say you have secret and use secret against you for you to feel shame and guilty and allow you to lose your confidence. So yeah, talk about you if you have to talk about you. I also use the Raymond Family Saga. It's a family story where people in the story goes through regular normal family issues and how they overcome or not. And that's how we live as people. We either overcome our situations or we do not overcome, where our mental health start giving problem, where we become out of balance. I also use the Bible. Sometimes I use verses out of the Bible. Not that I'm preaching, but there are times when I'm saying something and something caught my consciousness that I have read in the Bible and realize how it relates. And so there we go. We are here to talk about people, ourselves, and anything else, even animals. I was telling someone that if people love the way Softy, my dog, show love, at least half of the time the way she shows love, this world would be a better place if everybody could show love that way. What I'm saying, people, is that we are human beings and we were born to love. We weren't born to hate. Hate just came into us when we experience some issues, some trauma or whatever, and then we start hating ourselves, hating others, and hating things around us. People around us and situations around us and factors around us cause us to have hatred for things and people and animals. We weren't born with hatred in us. Go research it. There's no one that was born with hatred in us, because whoever supply our needs, which is God, did not. He doesn't have hate. He doesn't put hate in us. And we were born innocent. So when we are hating others and hating animals and hating situations and hating places and hating whatever and hating whatnot, it's because of something that took place. Some of it is hidden in our consciousness, where we locked it away and suppressed the memory. I don't know if that's healthy. That's not healthy. In my mind, that's not healthy. We need to find what caused it. Softy, mind you fall over. We need to find what caused it and deal with it so that we can love. We need to love people. Stop hating. You go all these places and people are hating on you. Even in the supermarket you go, people are hating on you. You're parking, you're driving on the road, people are hating on you. Everywhere you go, people hating on you. That's not a world of peace. And you're at work, people are hating on you. You're at church, people are hating on you. You are on the road, people are hating on you. You're in a group somewhere, people are hating on you. People, life is not for hate. Life is to celebrate and love. We're going to look at celebration today. We're going to look at celebration in the sense of, how do we celebrate each other? Some people don't know how to celebrate people. Some people are afraid to celebrate others. Some people are afraid to commend, and others strive and others prosperity. When others are improving, people shame them. People are afraid. People, this is not a crab situation. This is not a crab world. You know, when you put crab in a bucket and one is crawling out and the others are crawling on their feet or their claws, or grabbing them and pulling them back into the bucket. This is not, it shouldn't be. We should learn to celebrate others. Men should learn to celebrate women. Women should learn to celebrate men. Men should learn to celebrate men. Women should learn to celebrate women. And people, listen to my argument and fence up the talk. I am not talking about anything homosexual here, people. Do not go and say Charmaine said this and Char. What I'm saying is that we should learn to celebrate each other. If there is a man who is improving in his life and he has friends, men friends, they should learn to celebrate him. If there are women who are improving in her life and she have women friends, they should learn to celebrate her. If it's a man who is celebrating something and he has women friends, they should learn to celebrate him. And vice versa. What I'm saying is people should learn to celebrate others. We have this bad mind thing in us. This envious thing. This Cain and Abel model. Let me tell you about the Cain and Abel model. So it's a model where Cain, Abel was given... This is how I understand the story, people. So all you fanatics out there, take your fanatics and go into your Bible and do something with that. Do not fanatizing me over here. So Abel brought his gift. He brought his gift from the land, whatever it was, and he brought it to God in thanksgiving. And God liked it because he was all about God. He was all about celebrating. He was all about giving. Cain brought his gift. I don't even know if he had gift. I have to go read the story again. Whatever he brought to God, he didn't bring it in thanksgiving. He bring it out of bad mind. People asking what is bad mind. Envious people. Bad mind is envious. He brought it out of anger. He brought it out of resentment. He didn't want to give it. But he gave it. And so God did not accept his gift. God accepted Abel's gift because it was a gift of thanksgiving and a gift of giving, of gratitude. Cain, on the other hand, was ungrateful. And so Cain got jealous of Abel and killed him. And when God came and said to him, "Where is thy brother?" And he asked God, "Am I my brother?" And he's so rude with it, like some of us. Some of us are so bad mind and rude and just covetous. He said to God, "Am I my brother's keeper?" With his disrespect. Yes, you're your brother's keeper. You should be your brother's keeper. And when we are celebrating others, we should be their keeper. If something is going to happen to them, you should let them know. If they're going to step into a pit, you should tell them that they dig a pit down there just last night. Be careful, man, you fall into it. Some of us wouldn't mind the other person falling and break their necks. We're not supposed to be like that. Cain asked God, "Am I my brother's keeper?" with his rudeness. That was rude and disrespectful. God already know what he did to Abel. He said, your brother's blood cry from the earth, and you will be cursed. Maybe if he wasn't so disrespectful, God would have forgiven him. But he's so disrespectful. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. It says, love the Lord God with all your mind, heart, soul, and strength. And love your brother, your neighbor, as yourself. So yes, you're your brother's keeper. Who is your neighbor? Your neighbor is anyone who is near you, who is beside you. Whoever you come across, that's your neighbor. You don't have to have a house here and somebody have a house on your left and somebody have a house on your right and you said those are your neighbors. Those are your close neighbor. Everybody's your neighbor who you come in contact with. But what I'm saying is that we don't celebrate others. Like, people are good singers. People have voices. And when you have good voice, other people are bad men because they can't sing. People, you don't have to be like that. You go get a voice trainer, a vocalist, a vocal person to train your voice. And try. Some people just have a gift for something. Maybe that's not your gift. It doesn't mean that you have to be covetous. No, that's not what it means. Some people have more money than the other. It doesn't mean that you're to badmine the person for their money. You don't know how they get their money. You don't know what they had to do to get the money. You don't know if they had committed a crime to get the money or they were blessed to get what they get. But you are covetous, coveting them for what they have without celebrating them. No, we need to celebrate others. Some people like to talk a lot because they're brave, like myself. My producer said, you were talking, that's why I couldn't start the show. Even though I said, I'm ready to start the show, he was like, no, you're still talking. I talk for a living, people. I'm a living. I talk for a living. Do I talk for a living? Yes, I talk for a living. So if I'm a talker because I'm brave, don't because you don't know me where I'm coming from if I was brave all this time. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we will continue looking at how to celebrate others. Let's take a break. Welcome back, everyone. I am Charmaine Brown, and I am blessed to be here with you in studio, Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. We're talking about things that can affect our mental health. Yes, covetousness affects other people's life. Bad mind affects other people's life. Envy affects other people's life. It affects their mentality. So yes, I'm talking about it. I was saying, that there are people who have gifts. You don't know how they get their gifts, but you're bad minding them for their gifts. Maybe I shouldn't use the word bad mind, because not everybody know what bad mind means. Let me use another word. Maybe it's just some Caribbean people know what bad mind means. It means covetous. It means envy. It means grudgeful. What else? Jealousy. All those. So what I'm saying is, there are gifts that you have, but because you're coveting other people for their gifts, you don't see what is your gift. Your gifts are overshadowed because you don't see, you don't focus on you focus on other people. But if you stop, spend some time with yourself, you'll see what you love to do and what you don't like to do. I met a lady today, and she said to me, she was trying to sew with her hands for a while. She said her husband she bought a machine for her husband, and her husband can sew. Her husband is retired, and he has a machine now where he sews. And every time she wants something to be sewn, she take it to her husband for her husband to do it for her. But she said she used the machine, but she sews on paper. You know, when you go to sewing school, those people who went to sewing school, your teacher, your technician, your sewing technician might teach you how to sew on paper, get a straight stitch on paper. She said that's what she does, but she don't know how to sew on cloth. And so she said she's using her hand to sew, but she have these colorful materials that she put together with her hands with glue, and she make these beautiful artwork. When I mean beautiful, the colors, it's like felt, and there are different colors felt, and she put them in pattern and glue them together, but she cannot sew. And you're saying, Charmaine, why did you take this story? The thing is, I said to her, I can sew. I learned to sew. I went to designing school, and I have a diploma in sewing. And she said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, I don't do it much. But she said she wants to learn. The thing is that she wants to learn. That's the thing. She's not grudging her husband and envying her husband. She have never used those words when she described the skill her husband had or have. She said, I want to learn, and I'm learning slowly. That's someone who celebrates the other person who can do the task better than how she can. That's where the story is coming from. Celebrate other skills, their skills. Celebrate it. If somebody does something well, celebrate them and tell them well done. You don't have to be friends with people to tell them they did a good job. You don't have to be friends with them. You don't have to be macho and kuchu with people to tell them, I like this. You see somebody wearing a nice outfit and you really like it. Don't be bad mind now. Don't be covetous. Don't be envious. Tell them that you really like it. You're not looking friend. You're not begging friend. You're not looking somebody to date. It's not a relationship that you want. Yeah, I realized coming to Canada, I was here, and you know us Caribbean people, some of us Caribbean people, when we see something that we like, we go to the person and say, I really like that shoe that you have on. I really like it. When I see nice shoes, I tell people that it's nice. I like it. But I realized that coming to Canada, it's different. I went to the mall. We were a couple of friends of ours were going to a buffet. at Ace Buffet. I'm not advertising. At this buffet, we were going to the buffet, and I was in the parking lot and coming towards the restaurant, and there was this guy that had on a really nice shoe, and I went over there and said, I really like your shoe, trust me. It got a second glance from me because I like it. And he was looking at me like with this, he said thank you, but he was looking like, I said, listen, I'm not looking at a relationship, I like your shoe, that's all. Nothing behind it. I walked away. Some people, when you comment on whatever you like on them, they might think otherwise, but just correct them and move on. It doesn't mean that you are going to say, oh, this person's going to do this or that person. Don't assume what they're going to do if you make a comment. Don't assume what they're going to do. Assumption, just make an ass out of yourself. Don't assume it. If you want to tell somebody that they are doing well, tell somebody that they are doing well. Go forward. And those people, I know that there are people with trauma in their lives and they can't celebrate. How is it? I cannot understand. Why trauma allow you that you cannot celebrate someone? How does that work? So I am traumatized to the point where I cannot celebrate when somebody is rejoicing. Is it an envy thing, or is it a thing where you lost all emotions? You don't know what happiness is or what celebration is. What is it? Is it something that you cannot feel happiness, or you cannot feel that sense of gratitude for the person, towards the person? What is it? Because trauma should bring you back to a place where you find your humility and look back on things that was good in your life and things that were bad, and celebrate the good things and shun the bad. And so if you're going to celebrate something that is good and somebody is rejoicing over something, you should rejoice with that person, or you should thank God that that person is rejoicing. But not go and whisper. This whisper thing needs to stop. People, gossip is bad. I'm telling you. Gossip is bad. It's a bad thing to gossip. It's a bad thing to whisper. And to say something like, for instance, it's a couple of days from now, we're celebrating our wedding anniversary. Oh yeah. And my loving husband, he sent me something at the office. And I couldn't understand what the person was saying because I was busy. And I was doing something, but the person was saying something to me, but I was busy doing something. I was like, what? Like, I cannot understand. I don't know if it was her the language. I don't know. I just couldn't understand what she was saying. And then she said, is it your anniversary? And I said, oh, are you telling me that my husband dropped off something? Oh, okay. All right. And she was happy for me. They were happy. These people were happy for me. And I said, thank you. That's what you do when people are celebrating you. You be happy for them. You might not be celebrating yet. It doesn't mean that you are not going to celebrate. If it's something that you want to do, if you want to celebrate something, you pray about the thing that you want to celebrate until it reach your doorstep. But not because it's not on your doorstep, you're not going to celebrate the other people who are celebrating. Stop digging down each other's stripes. Stop digging down each other. Stop dragging them down with your words and with your thoughts and with your actions. People, I'm telling you, people know when you're dragging them down. You don't have to say one word. People know. And what you're forgetting, you know what people forget? People forget that people have spiritual gifts. God has blessed people with spiritual gifts. There are a lot of people in the world that have a sense of discernment. And the funny thing is, there are people who goes around in circles and don't realize that people in that circle that they go around in have a sense of discernment and can discern your heart if you're happy for them. So you don't have to use the word. They know that you're not happy for them because they discern what is going on in your heart. And if you don't believe that, that's up to you. Go and research it. So you don't have to say the word. You can just think it, and the person know that you're not happy for them. And some of us, our attitude just tells it. I'm just not happy for you, and I'm going to show you that I'm not happy for you. That's envy, people. That's envious. We don't have to do that. We're good people. We both have good and bad in us. And I know it depends on the situation that we're in that brings out our attitude. Because if you're in a situation where somebody's slapping you and slapping you around, and I know the Bible said turn the other cheek. I don't know, I don't reach to that level yet. I love God so much, people. I try to live a Christ-like life. But I'm not sure, because I've not been in the situation where somebody has slapped one of my cheek. Oh yeah, somebody slapped my cheek. Oh yeah, when I was younger, it's in the book, it's coming out. When I was younger, there's a girl that slapped my cheek, was bullying me at school. She used to beat me up at school. It's in the book, it's all there. Everything in the book, it's right to the T. I write the exact fact. Everything is factual in the book. So she used to slap my cheek. I never used to turn my other cheek because her hand was heavy and the slap was hard. So I'm still not at that point yet. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we continue with how to celebrate others so our lives may reflect joy for people. Let's take a break.
Horizon is a mental health counseling and recovery service facilitating a social media show entitled Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, airing every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, Tumblr, and heard on Impact Gospel Radio. Our mental health counseling and recovery services are for individuals, groups, families, marriages, mental health rehabilitation from various life events, employment therapy, and mental health workshops. Charmaine Brown, a licensed registered psychotherapist full of love and compassion for people and loved by her family and friends for her straightforward approach. Visit us at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com or contact us by email at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com or call us at 431-721-2172.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Impact Gospel Radio, and the program is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, where I, as a licensed certified psychotherapist, look at things that does affect us. It does affect our mind. It does affect us individually, and also people who we socialize with. It's like a domino effect. People, when our minds are affected negatively, it can cause a domino effect. For instance, For instance, in the morning when I'm up, I'm not really a chitty-chatty person. But my husband is. My husband is happy-go-lucky and says, "Hi, good morning, baby," and all those lovely things. And in my mind, I'm like, as a matter of fact, I said, "Baby, not right now. Stop it." I said, don't do that. So, Softy, stop it. Stop it. Hey, Softy, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you in my videos when I do my videos. And I'm hearing the producer playing with you in my videos. Stop playing over there. So, I'm not a happy-go-lucky person. In the morning, I'm just, I get around, I do my thing, I make my lunch and stuff, put my things together, take my time. So I start early in the morning, like I get up, my alarm set at 6. I get out of bed at 6:15. I do my stuff, I take my time, we pray. My husband left and I do my thing. I get Softy in, I give her a treat, I ensure she have fresh water, and I make sure that she can see outside by moving the curtain, and then I said goodbye to Softy, and then I go, and then by 11 o'clock I start perking up. Yeah, by 11 o'clock. If I am not, because you're going to say, Charmaine, where am I going with this? Listen carefully. If I am not aware that I am not a morning person, and I go to work or wherever I go, to the dentist or to the doctor or wherever I go, and somebody says something to me, I can be B-T-H-. If I'm not aware of what I'm doing, I can be rude and I can be disrespectful. But because I'm aware of who I am and I'm aware of what makes me tick, I do not be rude and disrespectful to others because I know about myself. I know that I'm not a morning person, and I strive and I try to be nice to everyone because you do not know what the other person is going through, have gone through, and will go through. And I don't want to be the last straw that breaks that camel back. I'm not calling a person a camel. I'm just referring. Just a reference, people. I don't want to be the person who make that other person do something vicious to themselves and to others. So what I'm saying is a domino effect. Whatever we're thinking, whatever we're doing, and whatever we say can affect people. So let us do it. Let us do it and do it properly. We're going to go into the Raymond family saga. There's nothing here to celebrate, I think, but let's see. Remember the last time that Veronica died from some kidney problem she was having, and she died at, I think it's 65. Karen wasn't doing that great. No. Karen wasn't doing that great. We're at season, I think it's episode. They must say, Charmaine, why are you always not doing this? I have to go back because you have to go back on YouTube to find that story. So we're on season 2, episode 3, where Veronica died and Karen wasn't doing well, and we were wondering how Karen was going to navigate in the US without documentation. And when Veronica died, Karen was 19. And so she spent 3 years with Veronica. And so we are going to continue. So Karen was alone and was unable to get any jobs since she was too young and had no American identification. Remember that Karen came to the States. I cannot go back in all the story. The story is there on YouTube. Everywhere there, you will see the story. The Raymond family saga. Karen cannot get a good job right now because she's 19 and she don't have any paper. And I heard that somewhere in New York you can get papers to do stuff. I heard somewhere in New York you can get, I heard in New York, people, I am not throwing anybody under the bus. And I'm not breaking out any secret. Even the immigration people, them know this. So it's not me bringing it to them. As a matter of fact, I hear it from immigration. That some people in New York are able to get job when they are undocumented. Some people in New York are able to get insurance, health insurance, because I don't know if it's the government trying to make things easy for them or make their lives much better. Okay? But Karen was too young. Karen started working in a restaurant and laundromat and could hardly support herself. She had a difficult life, a difficult past, and that was tormenting her dreams and journey. You can imagine, you know how hard it is when people are dealing with trauma. It can be very hard when people are dealing with trauma. And you're asking why? Because of triggers. It depends what traumatic event you went through. Triggers are there to trigger you, for you to reflect on what happened. And that can dampen your spirit. And when your spirit are dampened, you can dampen other people's spirit as well. And when that effect happens from a domino effect, that can cause a rippling effect to everyone around you. So try to be grounded and be aware of where you are and what is going on. And you're supposed to, by now, you're supposed to learn how to use strategies to overcome triggers where you are not tormented in your life. And people, I'm telling you, like, I don't know how to say it. The person who affects your life, who traumatizes your life, they're laughing. They don't even know if, they don't even have an, some of them don't even have an idea what they did to you. And there are some people who know, they know what they did to you, but they don't know to what extent. What I'm saying is that people did things to you and they are living a life of enjoyment. And you who they did it to are going through having a hard time getting over it while they're jolly-go-lucky. And you are in a damper from anxiety, from depression, multiple personality, mood effect, everything. And I'm saying to you right now, you need to deal with that. You need to find a counselor. You need to find a psychotherapist like myself. You need to find a psychiatrist. You need to find a psychologist to deal with your problem. It can be dealt with. It shouldn't be that somebody who harmed you are happier than you who have been harmed. And you're feeling guilty. And you're feeling like it was your fault. And you're feeling all these things. Anyways, I want to tell you what's going to happen, because it's coming to the last of our show. We have simplified. It's about Christ and how to live in the world without feeling that it's difficult for you to navigate in your Christian life. Okay? We have It's Raw coming up. We have It's Raw. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be chit-chat, and you're going to love it. It's going to be, Michael and I are going to do that together. With that said, we probably have to hire somebody else for producing. Let's see how that goes though. We have Impact Gospel Radio, where they have a lot of resources for people who are not doing great. There is also spiritual help there. There's a prayer line. And when I mean a prayer line, I mean people, they have a wide range of warriors from all over the world that really put things into place where God is concerned. If you're having a problem and you need prayer, reach out to Impact Gospel Radio. If it's a lawyer that you're looking for, whatever, if it's a nurse, if it's a doctor, whatever you're looking for, there's resources there. Mental Health Horizon also have resources. Go and find it, www.mentalhealthhorizon.com, and you can send content or concern at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com. The phone number, they have a phone number now. There's a phone number, 721-2172. Yes. So it's 431-721-2172. Easy to remember. 431-721-2172. You can call, you can book. There is group therapy, there's individual therapy, there's lots of things going on. We also have a ministry, the Self-Care Blessing Packs Ministry, where we bless people, the Mental Health Horizon team. We are doing a lot for the community, people. I feel so happy. I feel so happy getting involved in helping the community. We have a self-care pack that we bless people with lots of necessity in the bag, like hats and gloves and socks and crackers and drink and wipes and stuff. And so it's a good thing. And you don't have to have money to bless people. You don't have to wait until you win $1 million to bless people. We are going to go. We will see you next week here on Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health and Holistic Impact, 6:30 every Monday evening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Mental Health Horizon is a mental health counseling and recovery service facilitating a social media show entitled Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, airing every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, Tumblr, and heard on Impact Gospel Radio. Our mental health counseling and recovery services are for individuals, groups, families, marriages, mental health rehabilitation from various life events, employment therapy, and mental health workshops. Charmaine Brown, a licensed registered psychotherapist full of love and compassion for people and loved by her family and friends for her straightforward approach. Visit us at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com or contact us by email at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com or call us at 431-721-2172.
Impact Gospel Radio and Mental Health Horizon. All information posted or aired is merely for educational purposes and is not a substitute for seeking further professional advice. While the information aired has been verified to the best of our abilities, we cannot guarantee there are no mistakes or errors. We reserve the right to change this policy at any time. If you want to stay up to date with the latest mental health information, please visit our website at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com, book an appointment at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com, or tune into the broadcast every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time.